versus arcade versus special match versus practice arcade practice. Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Come on.
I'm not gonna.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Gets a good read on their opponent. No good up high. Goes for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Player one with the life lead. The low is denied. Trips him up. Whiffs the throw. Grabs him. Good work staying in throw range there. Hold your breath. Life lead opens up. Solid combo. Can't tech the throw. Player two creates a... There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player two meets... There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish count. Shifu wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player one with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up?
Round two. Fight.
Hits the air throw. The next round is beginning. Brushes that off and keeps going. This is gonna be bad news. Can't tech the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Burnout activates. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Miraculous grab. Jumps in. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? The punish counter gives them a great opening KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Don't underestimate.
Final round. Fight.
Open drops them from the air. Nothing stops this train. Lightning kick. Super Arch to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Goes for the aerial Suppulso. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. And whip. They're wide open. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player meets them air-to-air. Punish counter on the action. Putting it all line. Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu. Noticeable. Ooh, crushes the shin. Gets the tips with the low heavy. Player one made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Reads the jump in perfectly. Reaches out with the lightning kicks. They trade. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Player two blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Opts for the throw to close it out. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jumping. They've piled up the knowledge. Goes for the super art? That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. How's this round going to develop? Hits them with a stopping block. Looking to impress with this super. Shifu Jinrai doing the business. They're backed up into the corner. Experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? There's the burnout. Follows up on tech. Ooh, what a smart throw. Looking for overhead, but it won't work. The low kick hits. Hikacho getting in some real damage. Switch sides. connects with the throw. Will they go all in without this and lead to some big damage? What's next? Player 2 can't use any drive, tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. That amazing, never say die attitude got them the win.
Chun-Li wins.
Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
First online, great match. Online. Special match. Online. Special match. First arcade. Practice. First special match. Online. Here comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Gotta do.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Oh, whiffs the drive impact. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner, buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. They hit each other. Okay, creating some space here. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Smart play with the throw. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Jump. Sees it coming and blocks it out. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Jumps up. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. So, what's next? Overdrive art? The drive impact doesn't work. Unfazed by the switch and blocks. Throws them. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Jumps up, gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishment. Player 1 proved to be the victor in that mirror match.
Special match. Online. Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Getting a punish counter like that is how you want to start a round. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. What's going to follow the combo? Gets a chance with that jump in. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. The jump in catches them. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? All right, what's coming up next? Still scrap the low heavy connected? Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump, brushes that off, and keeps going. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Digs in deep to get that drive out. Player 2 needs the burnout activates. Player 1 picks a good spot to use the super. Player 2 drops him to half. Sets up with the jump in. Blocks the low kick. Big exchange blow. Here comes the low. Gets the tips with the low heavy. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Decent damage. What's next? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Knockdown. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. The pressure is so intense here. Gets him. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Gets them with the anti-air. Brushes that off and keeps going. Jumps in. Blocks the impact. Forcefully closes the gap. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2 will look, they can't squander this punish counter chance. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Player 2 in dire straits with sets up with the jump in. Shippujinrai hits. Good damage out there. Good heads up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Versus online. Versus practice. Versus online. Versus practice. Online. Versus practice. Online. Versus practice. Versus online.
Here comes a new challenger.
We are about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gunshot. Good anti-air. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Strings it all together. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Jumps in. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Dashes forward. The next round hits them with a stopping block. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. That drive impact doesn't get through. Drive gauge gap here. Burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Connects with the throw. What'll happen here? Life lead is there, but still baits out the low kick. The low. Knockdown and... willing to risk it for the overdrive. Okay, there's the burnout. But whoa! Critical art now? Can they use their resources wisely to pick up the win here? Wraps it up with a throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. clutch anti-air. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation. Cross-up attack. Excellent jump in. Nails it. What are they gonna... Blocks the low kick. Amazing. Ooh, what a smart throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. A jump in? Low heavy, but no go. Oh, here we... This can lead to some big damage. A jump? Oh, excellent block. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Player 2 can't let this sip. Ooh, does them dirty. Oh, it's enough. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best.
Special match. First practice arcade versus online. First practice arcade versus online. Special online. Special practice online. Versus practice arcade versus online. Versus practice arcade versus online.
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
The pleasure is...
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes for the low kick. Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Takes a trip. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart getser. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Drive gauge is looking back. Burnout activates. A quick breather. Blocks it. Goes for the throw. Going in. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Perfect execution with flatline zone. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Pay attention. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Knew they'd go for it. That's a good read. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Denies the low heavy. Bops him with a target combo. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player 2 KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps in. Caught in the cross-up. Charges forward. Super looking to impress with this super. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Now baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Nice counter. Amazing! What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with a jump in, rushes that off and keeps going. Pops him with a low heavy. Low heavy, but no go. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Punish counter on the action. Player 2 is barely hanging on to their last bit of time. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. What's next? Baits out the low kick. Punish counter sets the table. Player 1 can't win this without pulling the trigger. What a finish! Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Here comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this
Gotta
one.
do this. Come on. Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes air to deny them a chance. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Knockdown. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Very solid corner switch. Knockdown. Nice cross-up. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Takes a trip. Beautiful setup with that attack. Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. Gets the jump in. What'll happen here? Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drop. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checks with a medium kick. The throw. Dashes smart play to stop the opponent there. Sends a clear message with that counter. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Bring in the heat. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Bet that.
Ooh, they're gonna feel. Ooh, does them dirty. Went low heavy. This may turn into a big chance. Looking to follow up. Flatlines them. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Somehow, man, excellent block. The low kick hits. Throws him. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Rush that off.
Pay attention.
Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Hits it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
Bet that.
Fights back with authority. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Oh, here we go. Taps him on the dome. You see that? Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Connects with the throw. Turns out they are done. Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best.
Game online.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Oh, whiffs the drive impact. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Definitely saw that counter coming. Player one blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Takes a trip. They're being absolutely relentless with this KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the round. Dashes forward. Goes to the overdrive. Big low reaching heavy. Smart stuff poking at that range to zone the opponent. Still springs forward with the drive rush. Hits them with a stop and bop. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. A quick breather finds the target. Ooh, there's experiencing burnout. The throw missed. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and still willing to risk it all on this critical edge to feel the cash money damage they need. Oh, here, will this super art do anything? Push both teeth into that super and beat kick. Player two, he burns out. Who will come out on top? Starts with whirlwind. What a finish! Player two is a force to be reckoned with.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Got it.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Lots of aggression from both sides. No good up high. Trips him up. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Checks him with the projectile. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Player one can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Knock them down to the wire, canceling each other out. These fighters are in sync. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. What'll happen here? The low heavy is denied. KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Checking their reactions with a fireball, brushes that off and keeps going. Ship heats it up with a combo into super. Shippo Jinrai doing the business. Will that super be the turning point? Ooh. Player one, there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Hits him with a stop and bop. Experiencing burnout. Player one holding on to that low heavy. There's a change of side. Going in, the low heavy connected? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Starts things off with a jump in? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Breaks those shins. The low kick hits. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Getting up close and personal. The low's blocked. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Player huge chance after that wall splash. Goes to the air. Player one with the rhythm. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Crack versus. Arcade Online.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Stands firm and blocks the drive-in. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Player two with the life lead. The low kick is blocked. Knockdown. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive. That drive impact doesn't get through, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. They trade hits, and now life lead opens up. Solid blocking. Takes a trip. With this super art connect, that's not gonna hit, and the throw ends the round. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Nails the anti-air. Chucks him with a projectile. Medium kick hits. Jumps in. Picks up the kick. What'll happen? Hits them with a stop and pop. Were they baiting them into that? Hits them in the gut. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Barely blocks the jump in. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Still scrapping for control of the space. They can't squander this punish counter. Player one has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. Sit down and shut up! Flatlines them. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Jumps up, connects with the throw. Perfect tech. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. Hit that with confidence. Player throws him. Amazing. Player one has a big clutch anti-air. Noticeable life lead. Oh, the drive impact hits for a punish. The throw is denied. What a read. Shakes things up with a fireball. The low block gets them with a quick low kick. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
First online. First online. Special versus practice versus online.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Opts for the throw. Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down. Beats it up with a combo into super. Player 1 checks that jump in easily. Now they can go on the offensive. Takes an overdrive cannon spike. They gotta be careful with it in there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must hit them with a stop and buy. G-right kick for a mix-up. Took them to the corner in a flash. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player 2, burnout activates. Knockdown and Clint brushes that off and keeps going. Doesn't miss a beat. Both fighters have a full super meter on. It's a good spot to use the super. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Puts him on a t-shirt with that finish. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. Final run hits him with a stop and pop. Flashes him. All the throw connects. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Both sides can throws them. Closes in. Gotta do better than that. Clutch, anti-air. Jump drops them from the air. Okay, here we go. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Vicious blocks the low kick. Reads the jumping perfectly. Noticeable life lead is a comeback throws. Ugh, take a seat. Oh, but you're grounded. Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do.
Round one.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Gets a good read on their opponent. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Both fighters will want to utilize what little drive gauge they have. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Can't tech the throw. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. Throws them to negate the block. Medium kick hits. What'll happen here? Even with just goes for it at this range. Player two in there. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Uses backup to create a chance. Can't tech the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Both fighters planning something? Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. A quick breather. Takes the opponent out of the edge. It's a good spot to use the super. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. It's real rip-off. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Yo, baits out the low kick. And whiffs. They're wide open. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Throw is denied.
Kiss the ground.
What are they gonna do? Throws them away. Player two made all the right moves. And this is